Hello and welcome to the Stockyard Industrially. This is Eric Miller, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of operations. We're going to be starting our op session, and I've got a couple of helpers with me today. So what we're going to do basically is switch the Albright area, which is just behind the depot and the locomotive here. We've got our switch list ready to go. So what we're going to do is make sure everything's in the yard, and then we're just going to do this direction at Albright. So we're going to work the transload tracks. And so it should be pretty simple. And then next time, what I've got in store for you, like I mentioned, I want to do a live video. And so I'm going to plan to do one on Saturday afternoon. So be sure to check. It should be posted up as an alert by now on my YouTube page. So you can just check that out for the time. And we'll do a live session. And so what we're going to do for the live session is basically switch all of Bellevue, which will take a little bit of time. So I figured that would be a good one for a live session since it'll take longer than the normal kind of 10-15 minute videos that I aim for here. So that's what I got in store for you tomorrow, and then the next week we'll finish switching Albright and then we'll be done. So it's kind of a three-parter. That's what I'm planning here. So 3 op videos in a row for you, and then after that we'll be doing some other stuff. But today we'll be switching Albright. So let's get started. And my daughters will be helping me out today. They chose the SPSF 2508 Super 7 here, so that's what we're going to be using as our motive power. Okay, let's get started. All right, so here we are at the South Omaha yard. Basically, all we need to do is back up and get 2 cars out of the yard. And I've got a conductor and engineer helping me out today. We'll see how long this lasts. But like I said, it's a pretty quick session today, or this part is going to be pretty quick, so shouldn't take too long. Good idea, thanks. And one thing to note is that usually what I tell my crews is, well, first of all, I let them pick out the locomotive. So that's why I said, which one do you want? And they decided to Super 7 here. All right, you can stop it there, engineer. Thank you. And the other thing that I usually do at the start of the op session with the crew is kind of advise them to block the trains from the yard first. The cars from the, I meant to say cars, not trains. The cars from the yard come in order of the railroad that they came in from the transfer. And so they're not really blocked for the customers yet. And so that way it gives the crews just a little bit of yard switching, but not too much. However, today, since we're just doing Albright and the cars are right here, I think we'll just go ahead and not block the rest, and we'll wait and do that for the Bellevue op session. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and pull these cars out of the yard. So first of all, conductor, do you want to, gotta break apart her. We gotta break apart these 2 cars. So can you get your switch list right here? Your switch list, or switch list.
I can't see. I need a stick.
Your coupler.
Daddy.
Or do you need me to do it?
When can I drive it?
I'll let you know when to go forward, okay?
Okay.
Not sure why the sound stopped. That was weird. All right. Hey, go forward.
I reversed it. Yeah, so it says reverse.
Whoops. It should be forward.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
There you go. All right. Try it again.
Now it can go.
All right. So we'll use the ball action.
There we go.
Just alert everybody in the yard. Thank you.
And here comes the train.
Okay, so here we are at the Washington Street crossing. This is where the conductor comes up and throws the switch for the train to go through. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And so one note, a little bit farther over.
Oh,
That's,
all right.
Yep, thanks. One note is you see all the ballast back here. I'm working on this track project that you all might remember I did a video on a few videos ago. And so this is going to be the first real operations test of this track. I already did a test with the locomotive and added some feeder wires, so we should be good to go. But this will be the real test with the train and the cars, so it should be pretty exciting. All right.
Do you want me to unlock it?
Yep. Yeah, do number 1. Yep. And then And then go forward and pull from the crossing.
Do you want me to unlock it?
Nope, we don't need to unlock that one. There's actually not a switch there anymore.
There
So
isn't?
another
Okay.
note is that we're actually using the NCE brick throttle tethered to the layout today because my proto throttle is out of commission because the horn lever broke, the plastic cracked on it, so I have to get that fixed. So we're using the NCE throttle today. What's up? Yep, you can stop it down. And you can speed it up a little bit if you want to. Okay, so this will be a little bit of a view of what Albright looks like now with the simplified track. And all I have left to do is do a little bit of ballasting, and then I'm obviously going to paint the layout a little bit there and prep it for the scenery. But it's basically ready for operations now, so that's good. So we're going by the yard office here, the old Albright Rock Island Depot, and we're going to switch the transload tracks in the back. Alright, now we're backing into the transload track, and we're using our new number 8 switch that's part of the track rebuild program. You want to slow the train just a little bit there, engineer?
Me?
Yep.
Yep.
And unlock this turnout and throw that switch.
This one?
Yep.
Turn this one?
No, one on the left. There you go. Alright, and then we'll say that we've already talked to the we'll talk to the industry foreman, and they'll tell us, yeah, it's okay to come in, so remove the blue flags. Okay, so what we need to do, we're going to go down this track and grab that car. Okay, so what we're going to do is we need to pull the TP&W hopper first. We're going to set that out on the new staging track over here, which used to be the old main line, and then we'll place our cars.
All right, start slowing it down. Slow. No.
Then
Eight. Number 8. And you already hit it. Okay.
we're going to push 8 again and turn it off. All right, now let's make sure.
And I can't reach that far, so my dad's helping me.
There we go. Yeah, make sure the connection's in place. All right. Can you change direction and move it forward?
So hit.
Yep, with that.
Yep.
And then speed it up.
There we
Perfect.
go. Alrighty. Okay. So
Oh, it's the TP&W hopper.
and so now the TP&W hopper is connected to the end.
Yep. So this track is a fertilizer transload track, and so we bring in fertilizer here, and trucks come and fill up with fertilizer. So the TP&W car is an empty, and we got this blue, former Rock Island, now Cotton Belt car. All right, now stop the train. Thanks. It's full of fertilizer, so we'll place that in there.
Okay. Number 8.
Okay, we've dropped off our empty car, and now we're gonna go back and drop off the loads.
The TP and W, we dropped that off. And the different, on a different track.
Okay, now we'll head back into the transload track and drop off our old rock car.
Oh, nope, don't play with that wall. Lindsay, can I be the doctor now? No, I think I should be it because you're not tall enough. I don't think. Really? It's okay. You're outside. Do you want to help me though? Daddy, you can help me.
Yeah, There we've we got go.
our
our hoppers set out here, so now we're gonna go drop off the center beam flat car on the other track.
This white one? No. The white one. It's the silver one. So these, they match the colors. Right?
And as you can see, our customer hasn't unloaded the flat car that they got before, so we'll have to be careful when we drop this one off.
Dad, look, I got key on. Go pick that up. Okay, fine. How do you lock this? Daddy, how do you lock this?
You just close it together. Make sure that's in the hole.
You do it, Daddy.
Alright, so in instances like this, it's always a good idea to check with your customer and make sure you got this car spotted. And they told us they want the cars a little bit apart, so that's what we did. Now, break the car here, and we're good to go. So that's it. We're done with our, we're not quite done with our work. We've basically served the customer, our industry. Now what we need to do is pick up that TP and W car and bring it back to the yard. Then we'll be done.
Start like this. Okay, the tree, so we start right there, then we go here, and then if we go here, and then we back up, keep backing up, and go straight, then we end that here, and we back right there. Yeah. So right now, we're picking up that car, like we said.
Make sure our connections are good.
Yep. Okay, this is a clipboard that you use. Oh, see, that's the clipboard. You only use this. Okay, to mark where you want it.
All right.
Okay, so you don't draw with that. You just go down. Does that feel good?
All right, so we got that, and then notice that the foreman has already placed the blue flags on those tracks here and there, so the cars are set. Now we'll head back out on the main line and come back to the yard.
Corny, watch out. We have to go that way. Just move that stool over there until we pass. I can't speak. Pass. Dad, you can slow it down.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and leave this unlocked because we'll be back through here later in the operations. So now we're ready to back this into the yard. But first,
go ahead and go. Please don't play with that. Well, I can have my own.
we need to put our flashing rear end device on.
You can't pick up the
Okay, now we're good to back up.
No. Want to rock it? Stop it! Stop! Then stop picking up the track. Okay, I won't. But this is my job to do so. Not bonk me. Stop. And you might want to stop it just about that. Daddy. Daddy, you might want to stop it
Okay, now we're back at the street crossing. We'll switch it over.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to put it down this track. We'll throw
Can you
that
switch it to
switch there.
this?
Yep.
Yep, but not on that bit. Well, I can. It should be down like that.
Yeah, that's fine. So we're just going to bring this car in on this first track here, and then we can kind of reblock the cars or set them up better after we get done with everything.
Switch it down. Miss
So
Courtney,
basically, once we're done with the whole session, switching all the industries, and we have all the cars back in the yard, we'll kind of reblock them so that they're ready to head to each respective railroad. So, but this is good right now. Okay. All right, so that's basically it for today. So that's basically all we've got today. We switched that one customer, and then we'll do Bellevue next. So that'll be the live session, and then the week after we'll do the rest of Albright, which is switched afterwards because the switch is pointed the other direction, so it's easier to switch essentially on your way back with the cars on the other side. So that's how it works here. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this operations video. Looks like the track worked perfectly. We didn't have any issues, so that was a good sign.
And make sure you subscribe.
Yeah. And then we'll test the other new turnout when we switch the other industry here in Albright. But all right, so thanks everybody for watching, and thanks to our conductor and engineer who helped out today. Courtney, do you want to say bye?
Bye-bye.
She's busy working the yard over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, had some good help today, and like I said, do the live session with Bellevue next, and then we'll finish Albright after that. So thanks again for watching. Hope you liked the ops video, and feel free to leave any comments if you have questions or anything else. And I'll see you next week, or I guess I'll see you this weekend for the live session. Then I'll see you next week for a regular video. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.